So there's this supplement called CitrusBurn that's been making a lot of noise online, promising a totally new way to think about weight management. But what's the real story? In this explainer, we're going to break it all down. We'll unpack their core claims, take a peek at the formula's ingredients, and walk through what the user experience is like, all based on the info and testimonials they've put out there.
You know, this feeling of frustration, it's something so many people can relate to. This quote you're seeing is from a user named Laura, and wow, it just perfectly captures that cycle, right? You put in all the work, the diet, the exercise, but you just don't see the results you're hoping for. And this very common struggle brings up a really important question. So what's going on? I mean, if you're eating right and hitting the gym, why does the scale just refuse to cooperate sometimes? Well, the folks behind CitrusBurn have built their entire product around one very specific answer to that question. Okay, let's get right into what CitrusBurn actually is and the big problem it claims to fix. The core idea here isn't about just eating less or moving more. No, it's about tackling an underlying metabolic issue. The company bases its whole formula on a concept they call thermogenic resistance. The idea they're putting forward is that your metabolism can actually get less and less efficient at burning fat over the years. They kind of use this analogy of a car that's stuck in first gear. You can slam on the gas with diet and exercise, but you're just not going to pick up speed. And this is exactly where CitrusBurn steps in. According to its creators, the supplement is specifically designed to help your body push past this so-called resistance, to, in their words, reset its natural ability to burn fat. So how's it supposed to do that? Well, the formula claims to offer a whole bunch of supportive benefits. We're talking about things like helping to balance your metabolism, encouraging your body to use fat for fuel even when you're just chilling on the couch, and helping you get a handle on cravings. The goal here really seems to be a more holistic, gentle support system, not some kind of harsh stimulant.
So what's actually in this Spanish formula that they say can do all this? Let's take a look under the hood at the 7 key plant-based ingredients listed by the manufacturer.
So the formula brings together a bunch of pretty well-known botanicals, and they say each one has a specific job to do. You've got Seville orange peel to support that energy use or thermogenesis. Then you have things like apple cider vinegar and ginger to help with appetite and blood sugar. And others, like green tea and berberine, are in there for broader metabolic support. It really looks like they're going for a multi-pronged attack, hitting different parts of your metabolism all at once. But, what does this all look like in the real world? Let's switch gears from the science on paper to the actual human experience, and we'll use Laura's journey from their testimonial as a case study. One of the big selling points they talk about is just how simple this is. I mean, look at this. The whole thing is just one capsule in the morning with some water. That's it. The fact that there's no complex schedule or timing around meals is presented as a huge plus for anyone with a busy life. So this timeline here lays out the progress that's reported in her testimonial. The user says she noticed her clothes fitting better within just the first week. Then, by week 2, she felt a real shift in her energy levels. And the claim is that by the time that first month was over, she hit her goal weight. The specific number she reports losing is 24 pounds. Now, for anyone who's been struggling with their weight, a number like that is obviously presented to be a really powerful and significant result. The product's features really double down on this whole gentle approach idea. A major point they make is that it's free from harsh stimulants. That means it's designed to help you avoid those awful side effects like the jitters or that afternoon energy crash. And of course, the formula is described as plant-based, non-GMO, and gluten-free, which is meant to appeal to health-conscious people with specific dietary preferences. Okay, this one is a big deal. The product comes with a 180-day money-back guarantee. That is a full 6 months to try it out. This is clearly highlighted as their way of taking the financial risk off the table for anyone who's a little skeptical. All right, let's pull all this together. What are the main takeaways from all the information we have? And, this is really important, what's the one crucial warning that anyone thinking about this needs to hear? So to sum up the product's whole philosophy, it's positioned as a supportive tool, not some magic bullet. The marketing is really aimed at people who are looking for a gentle supplement to add to their healthy habits, not to replace them. And this is absolutely critical, so please listen up. The sources say over and over again that the real, genuine product is only sold on their official website. If you buy it from anywhere else, you run the risk of getting a counterfeit version, which could be totally ineffective or, even worse, dangerous.
And this all leads us to a final, bigger question that this product's marketing brings up. In an industry that's often all about intense stimulants and extreme diets, CitrusBurn is pitching a much gentler path. It kind of leaves us all to wonder what role, if any, these kinds of supportive supplements can play in a truly sustainable, long-term health journey. Thanks for joining me for this explainer.